Okay, so second from last film of the evening. Peter here again, and I'm with Susana. And Susana is the writer of. Would you like to just pronounce it for us? Just make sure we've got it correct.
Hikikomori, I guess it's Japanese, so I don't know.
Excellent, excellent. And definitely the catchiest theme tune of the whole festival. I absolutely love that. Actually, I want that to be my first question. Who did the music for that?
The music is from Aranzazu Calleja, and she has already won 2 Goyas, which is the most important film prize in Spain, back in Spain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Susana, you're the writer of this film. This was one of the most inventive, pandemic-themed films we have. We got a lot, and we had a lot last year. But we all really enjoyed this one because it was so different. You did such a different thing with, to do with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come up with the idea?
Well, the original idea is from the director Borja Crespo. He's a fan of Japanese culture, and there was a challenge for Basque filmmakers to come up with an idea of a pandemic. They would produce 8 projects, and we were selected, and we were talking about how an Hikikomori is used to be in a lockdown, years of living in their own room, so like an Hikikomori would be comfortable in the lockdown, and that's the initial idea. And then we started arguing about how about her family. Well, how would they deal with the situation?
Just say first of all, you come all the way from Bilbao,
Yeah.
and you brought your family and friends with you, so thank you so much for coming. You told me outside you had a choice of coming here or New York, and you chose Romford. I mean, who wouldn't? So thank you very much for being with us. How did you first meet the director? How that relationship start?
I know him since I was like 20 because he was teaching my university, like summer school, about films, and we got to be friends, and we've been working together for like maybe 10 years, yeah.
Was it shot during lockdown or afterwards?
Afterwards, but there were like, it was December, so restrictions because of the Christmas were coming back, and all the auditions and rehearsals were on Skype, on Meet, and it was very difficult because we didn't see the actors till the day of the shooting. We had 3 days for the shooting, and with Nara, with Nerea, the actress, for the fitting, and that's it. So.
As the writer, how involved were you with the casting? Were you involved, or did you hand that over just to the director to do?
No, but the director chose everyone, but Nerea was my finding. I found her, and I think this girl is perfect, like, because she's very good, and like she has like these eyes, and like, she's beautiful, and she's so nice. She sent us a video about her like acting like a YouTuber, and we said like, oh, she's perfect. Yeah.
She is perfect, absolutely. So, are you a fan of Japanese culture yourself?
I like it, but the director is crazy about it. Yeah, he's one of the comic festival of Barcelona, of the comic. Okay. Because he's one of the people who.
Comic-Con?
I don't know if it's called Comic-Con. It's like Salón del Cómic de Barcelona. Is one of the people behind it. Like, yeah, he loves Japan, and he's. By the way, I sent him a lot of photos because he's crazy about this. Yeah, really, it's so cute what you did.
Yeah, so we should say this is a cocktail that you can buy at the festival, themed after your film, and you had one earlier. What did you think?
It was nice, yeah. Yeah. I added a little bit of vodka.
And why not? Absolutely. So, were you on set at all? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us a bit about the set or the location?
It was hard because we didn't see the location till we went there to shoot. Only the Atrezo team, and we saw videos. So the shots were not very established because everything could change once there. and we had to be few people because of the COVID, so I had to be with the script and also with the visuals, her screen, or when she's editing, it's me sitting behind the desk with my computer, helping the crew, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what I really liked, one of the many things I liked about it was the kind of mashup between the Spanish culture
and the Japanese culture.
And the Japanese. I just thought it was such an inventive way of doing it.
Yeah.
And the family unit's beautiful.
By the way, there's there's 2 mistakes on the subtitles. I have to work on that.
Okay. Oh, I didn't notice. So. So really inventive, because you're obviously using the pandemic as your theme, right? So you're thinking, when did it come to you? You think, okay, it's about people who are locked in, but the Hikikomori is a kind of subculture, isn't it, of people who live at home. It's a very Japanese kind of thing, and they literally don't go out or interact with society for years.
Yeah.
How did, when did that idea first come into your head?
Yeah, we had to do a project about the pandemic, so it's like, that's why the director said, well, Hikikomori wouldn't have any problem with the lockdown, and that was the starting point. And she's not really a Japanese Hikikomori, those guys that don't even shower, But for me, the main idea was how to deal with a teenager that doesn't ever come. Well, her parents have a bar, and they had to be these kind of people because people who have a bar are very absent. So there's not, the conflict only comes when they are all together at home. They really miss their daughter. Like, she's been 3 months, but they have noticed really till the lockdown.
It's beautiful at the end how they all kind of, they come together, they find a common connection through the things that she likes. Is there any plans to make this maybe a bigger thing? Because I was wondering at the end, I was thinking, I wonder what would happen. Where is her journey after that?
Will she go out or not? Yeah, I don't know. The producer is very excited, and she tells us, you have to write something else, or a movie or a series. We are like, we don't know. Let's see. We have money, we'll do it.
Okay. Have you got any other things that you've written that you are considering making soon?
Not yet. Not yet. No. No, not yet. I edit video mostly, and not fiction. No, not yet. Maybe soon. If I win a lot of festivals.
Was there any audience questions at this point?
Hello. Oh wow. Can you all hear that? All right. Well,
yes.
I can hear it all right, but that doesn't mean you can. Or it's recording correctly. Thank you. I'm an amateur sociologist that sometimes is muddled up with communist socialism. It is not. It's a different subject altogether, although that subject is part of sociology. It's rather like psychology. And psychologically, I can understand why the individuals are, if you like, holding themselves away or whatever. But what is their objective? Why are they doing it? Is it because they have a they want to be immune, or they're allergic to the 21st century? Or, I've heard stories like this here and there, now and then, around about, over the last 68 years I've been on the planet. Since I've understood it. So why are they actually doing that in Japan? Why is this a Japanese phenomenon? Where does it come from? If they do it for years and years and years, what is their objective?
You mean the Hikikomori syndrome? Why? Yeah.
Right, it's a syndrome. Fine.
It's a syndrome,
What causes them to do it? Why are they doing it psychiatrically then? Is it an illness, or just a condition, or you've just said it's a syndrome? Something causes it. What causes it?
It has to do with the Japanese society and all the pressure that especially young boys have to cope with. That's why Nara is not really an Hikikomori, because it's so bizarre that a person in Europe would do that, especially a girl. But it's a short film. We like to play with this concept. it's like a challenge for her. Like, oh, I'm going to lockdown, and I have my followers and that. But the real Hikikomori it's something very different.
They're not really isolated as such, but they've created their own little bubble, if you like. Is that right? And they're just them and their group, their socials.
Have you got a piece of advice that you'd give to other writers, or things that you've learnt recently that you'd pass on?
I've heard this a lot of times, but write about what you know, and that's why I try to keep it in the family situation, because I know that dealing with family can be as a teenager hard. That's
yeah, I mean, it's very much an extension of that kind of thing that we've seen a lot, isn't it, about teenagers, and this is just a kind of a logical extension. Yeah. Is there any other questions at all about that?
Hello. We all know your brother was an inspiration for you in your whole career. How was the inspiration of your brother in this show?
Everyone, this is my brother. I was going to say this is an homage for siblings, but now I don't know. Yeah, it's based on family experiences, of course. If you want to make something look real, even if it's science fiction, write about how you feel when you are fighting with your stupid brother.
I love that answer.
All right, so when you're giving your script to a director, were there any fears that things weren't going to translate properly? Did you feel like you had to be on set, or did you put full trust in the people that you were working with?
Of course, I still cringe with some of because not all the scripts are my lines. The process of writing the script was a fight between the director and I, because we had very different ideas, and there's still some lines that I would cross out, and some things that got lost in the process. Yeah, of course. And while shooting, I took the liberty of telling a couple of things to the Markel, the boy who plays the brother. Yeah, because I was telling him, you have to be angry, very angry, hi, and I know, skipping the director, you have to be angry. So, but it's not my place, but yeah.
How many rewrites did you do?
5, 6. First days was all in Google Docs. You wake up and see all the lines in red, comments, like, oh, come on, give me a break. Yeah.
Have you tried one of those amazing cocktails?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this one you have a right full listen to. Yeah.
She added vodka to it.
Yes.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good, yeah. With and without alcohol. Yeah. It's great. I think I've never seen anything like that in any of the festivals. Like, I've taken lots of pictures for the whole crew. Like, look what they've done. So yeah.
You don't need to go to New York well, they don't have them there, do they?
I'm sure that they don't have this in New York, so I made the right choice. Yeah.
Susana, thank you so much for coming, for making this film and submitting it, and bringing your friends and family, and hope you enjoy the rest of your time here. Thank you very much. Give me a round of applause, please.